It's over on your right-hand side.
To St. Brendan's Parish. They will stand outside in formation while Cardinal
Oh, sorry.
I'm waiting. They're waiting for me. Hurry, hurry, hurry. All right, how do I do this? Just put it on my hands?
Yeah.
Or spray it on my hands?
Both remain unconscious and in critical condition. Stephen Minahan was trying to rescue them when he lost his whole life. An act of bravery that firefighters say is just part of the job.
Yeah, it's real light.
He is the kind of quiet hero that should be so
Are
honored.
you taking pictures?
This is
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was only kidding.
Let me see. Is there a red light there?
Yes, I am.
Services for Lieutenant Minahan are tomorrow morning.
Do I want to do
John.
Gotcha. Hello.
Was unveiled today by Mass Electric. The dryer uses
Good job. Okay, next.
Yeah. Like you don't like a kid.
Smile, Kev.
Smile, Kevin.
Smile, Kevin.
Yeah.
John, how about your girlfriend?
Come on.
Come on, there's babes there.
Got it, John?
Got it. There you go.
Hello. Wave.
Wave. Okay, Nancy, come on in. Okay, next.
Just keep going around in circles.
Come on, Kevin.
On this rather long evening, we will
keep the program moving along. On this rather long evening, I give credit to Mr. Ray Landau and the middle school band who gave up their first night of vacation for the senior night. We call this the final assembly. Oftentimes it's a term that calls 8th grade graduation. It is called in some areas an 8th grade promotion exercise. It's not called a graduation because it is literally a transition. It's a transition from the middle school years that are characterized by growth from the elementary grades into adolescence. It's a transition into the high school year, where a sense of responsibility, intelligence, concept of future dedication of one's life begins to work on the youngsters that we have in front of us and to set some goal for themselves. We feel here at the Comprehensive Grammar School that the teachers and the staff, have done our job to the very best we possibly can for you boys and girls, academically, socially, to try to have you grow as much as you possibly could under our tutelage, under our care. We have, in our hearts, fond memories of the 4 years that you spent at the Comprehensive Grammar School, deep yearnings and concern that you take the lessons that we try to impart to you, apply them, and succeed. The best reward that we can get is to have every single one of you succeed in life. That doesn't necessarily mean wealth and happiness, wealth and riches, fame and sports star, although that helps. But that means happiness and satisfaction in what you do. Time's come for you to begin to apply yourself towards your future. You have your teachers who have supported you, and I think you ought to give a good round of applause to the teachers for being great. Which calculates out to be somewhere around $35,000 for taxpayers. But the biggest ally and friend that you have are your parents. They stuck by you when you were toddlers, and they stick by you now where you're driving crazy as adolescents. I think you must realize that the greatest friends, the greatest allies and supporters that you have are your parents. And for that, I want to extend to them some appreciation and support needed. It is my great pleasure to introduce to you the Student Council President, Ms. Carrie Bouillou, who will give an address.
Dr. Caraway, Mrs. Pratt, teachers, family, and friends. I would like to thank you all for joining us at our promotion ceremony, and I would like to extend a sincere welcome to you from the class of '94. Time has passed so quickly, it feels like only yesterday that we were standing outside CGS, anxiously awaiting our first day. I can hardly believe 4 years have passed. When we arrived at CGS on our first day, we were excited about a new school with new books and new desks. We thought that was what CGS was all about. We soon found out that our school had so much more to offer us. We had more opportunities at CGS than we thought were possible. We found dedicated teachers who cared about us and wanted us to learn. As Student Council President, I would like to take this moment to thank you all for your hard work and patience. We know that sometimes it might have been difficult, but because of you, we are leaving CGS with memories and experiences which will affect our lives forever. Thank you.
The guy that works with the phone company that I went to his house that time. He had a nice pool to do the presentation.
We appreciate all the efforts. Now, on behalf of the school committee, I'd like to introduce Mr. Andrews.
On behalf of the school committee, I'd like to thank have worked the most important years of your life ahead. Second goals and expectations high, and no matter which high school you choose to attend, you will succeed if you are willing to give it your all. Remember, you start now, and it comes to you later. Every parent and teachers are friends. They may inspire you. You must do all the work. So in closing, remember, your work is there. Yes, every single one of you makes a difference. Give it your all. Thank you.
Now a special treat, a student essay that was chosen from a number of entries that will give us some insight into Jennifer Mueller.
Fellow students and teachers, we are gathered here tonight to celebrate our successful completion of 8th grade. Through the years here at CGS, we have lived in an environment rich in excitement and happiness. We will never forget the many smiles, laughs, and joy that have been brought to us every day. As we look ahead into the future, we should try to catch the many golden opportunities that await us with great confidence and determination. We must strive to achieve our biggest and ultimate goal in life. Our personal ambitions will be different and unique. No matter what those ambitions are, there is only one way to reach our true objectives. We must never give up our hopes and dreams, even if the walk on the long, winding road becomes more difficult every step of the way. I believe that there are no such things as easy achievements. Any person in this world who truly desires to experience successes must also experience failures. The success is failure turned inside out. Every day of our lives, we are inexorably pushed into the advanced technological world of the future. In order to survive in a high-tech society, we must be well educated. And education has become an extremely important asset that we will benefit from later in life. As we mature day by day, we will soon have to face the hard, cruel world on our own. And it is an education that will enable us to live and survive in a harsh environment. For this reason, we must always work to our greatest potential in school. To throw away one's education is to throw away one's chance of a productive life. We are our country's future, and we cannot let our country down. At the CGS, we have been shaped into well-rounded people by devoted and willing teachers. Without them, we would never be what we are today. Many teachers, to the best of their abilities, have helped us to reach and accomplish many different things. They have encouraged us to become better people, academically and socially. Loving parents have also aided us in the development and expansion of our talents and strengths. We should gratefully accept these gifts and apply them to the later years of our lives. I am extremely thankful that I have had the opportunity to be a student at the CGS for 4 great years. Many of us will leave this school knowing that we never see some of our friends again. However, they will always be remembered deep in our hearts and minds. I truly regret that this has been my last year at the CGS, for it has given me many memories to cherish for the rest of my life. Goodbye to all my friends and teachers. Thanks again for your help and support.
Presenting attendance awards here, Mr. Level, made by the
We want to congratulate all the students who came every single day to school during this past year. The occasion makes me think of the old days. If you see a turtle on top of a fence post, you know that someone helped them to get there. So we know behind each winner is a family member who deserves our applaud. The first winner is Courtney Boucher. Maybe we could hold the applause until we finish, and that will get us out quicker. Yvonne Lawler. Jennifer Millo. Edwin Pina. Sharon Sue. Now we're ready for our lunch.
Now, musical selection from Swandell Musical Band.
Skip it.
I know. This one's easy.
Good evening. Before I present the grade 8 faculty awards to our students who are being promoted this evening, I thought we might address for just a moment the many influences that have brought us to this point this evening. First, Mr. H mentioned the influence of the grade 8 teachers. Sure, we did our share, but so did the teachers, many of whom are sitting here, who the students have had from kindergarten on up through the 8th grade. Secondly, the students' friends. We call it peer influence. Influences from yourselves and your friends. Thirdly, outside influences, sometimes good, sometimes bad, from the media, music, television, movies, etc. But you know, the most important influence that has brought us to this moment are the parents, the brothers, the sisters, the friends, the families, you folks who are all sitting out here. You're the most important influence. And finally, the kids themselves, their willingness to really do the job, to decide to strive for excellence. So with that, we want you to know that we, your teachers, wish for you all the success that we think all of you so richly deserve. Now, I have two rules that I'm going to ask everyone to follow tonight. The first one is for the students. When your name is called, we are going to ask you to please stand, turn, and face your family and friends, and please remain standing until we're done. The second rule is for all of us, students, parents, friends, faculty. In order to increase the dignity of the evening, and also to move things along, take care of the heat, we're going to ask you to withhold all of your applause until all the awards are given. If we can do both of these things, I think we'll move things along quickly. The grade 8 awards. General excellence, which is basically our top student chosen by all Honors Algebra, Jennifer Young. Mathematics, Steve Hoodland. Language Arts, Casey Nordenbrand. Science, Harry Bergeron. Reading, Tiffany Martram. Athletic Awards, Adam Rovinsky, Jennifer Young, Ryan Welsh, Harry Bergeron. Home Economics, Jody Amadio, Faye Boisberg. Spanish Language, Paul Demore. The other Spanish language teacher from Terry Bergeron. English as a second language, Caesar Mudrovich and Yu Kim. Industrial Arts, Anthony Amato, Ryan Welsh. The French Award, Jennifer Young. From the band, the Director's Award, Linda Bay. The Most Improved in the Band, Matt Sanborn. Outstanding Band Members, Steve Woodlett, Gregg Davis. Stage Production, Kristen Simons, Stephen Doobie, Matt Sanborn, Carrie Bullia, Karen Pierce. The Chorus Award, Edwin Pina, Courtney Poche. The Bank Award from our new banking program this year, Greg Papiakis, Tim Enos, and Christine Dillon. The Art Award, Yu Kim. Most cooperative students who have helped us, the 8th grade teachers, and a lot of different projects through the year. Tim Enos, Michael Jutras, Courtney Poche, Greg Papiakis, Chris Rossi, and Chris Nolet. The Academic Bowl. We have a championship Academic Bowl team this year. Joseph Chu, Caitlin Corcoran, Jim D'Agostino, Anthony D. Tomaso, Stacy Forsythe, Nicholas Murray, Gianpaolo Rodriguez, Megan Sachs, and Ryan Welsh. Our most improved student from the 7th grade to the 8th grade, Yu Kim. And last but not least, we would like all the people who participated in Mrs. Kasuki's student volunteer program to please stand. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the award winners in our 8th grade class. Thank you. You may be seated, and I would personally like to thank all for so very politely following Dotson's 2 rules. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Dodson. You can see from the participation here was the best in the class of the past 9
What?
We recognize
I don't know,
the scholarship over the middle school years. Elizabeth Carraway would like to present the presidential academic awards.
You got that in fourth grade. What is it? Presidential academic.
Tonight I bring you greetings from Superintendent of Schools Charles P. Littlefield and other Central Office personnel. That includes Dr. Gerald Harris, Assistant Superintendent for Educational Services, and George Lyman, Business Manager. In case you're wondering what the Presidential Academic Fitness Awards are, they fit very nicely into the category of essays, criteria is that each student who is selected must have a grade point average of about 3.7 on a 4.0 scale. And that's a grade point average that is equivalent of 90 out of 100 points. That's an A- average. The second criteria is the school criteria for participation in activities that demonstrate initiative and integrity, that show exceptional judgment on the part of students, that show intellectual depth and leadership. And the third criteria is the student must achieve well on the standardized tests that the school system gives, which in our case is the honor test. They must score either an 85% on the reading portion of that test and or an 85% on the mathematics portion. So I think you can see in this regard, it takes a very well-rounded student indeed to win one of these awards. With the award comes a certificate and also a letter from the President of the United States. And I'd like to read that letter since it is a relatively short one for you right now. He writes, I'm delighted to congratulate all the winners of the President's Award for Educational Excellence and the President's Academic Excellence Award. By earning this honor, you underscore the fundamental value of the pursuit of knowledge. I'm encouraged to learn about young people like you who are working diligently and doing well in school. All of us must dedicate ourselves to the challenges of the future. The year 2000 and beyond, by working towards the goal of providing American students with the best education possible, I commend your efforts to prepare for the awesome responsibilities that lie ahead of you. The next century promises to bring about historic changes. Our ability to seize the opportunities before us depends very much on the strength of our scholarship. We must build an educational system that offers to our country the vast promise of achievement to every student. Best wishes to all of you for success in the future. The White House, Bill Clinton, March 8, 1990.
Property experience. Pleasant, polite staff and students alike, helps out whenever asked, works hard on his and her studies, and devotes as much time and effort to making the days at the school in which they attend the best possible for themselves, as well as the other students around them. I know this young lady, and it is very well deserved. This year, the Comprehensive Grammar School Principal's Award goes to Courtney Ocean.
Christopher Rossi. And Gregg Gatiakis. Without this person who always said it's going to make the students better citizens, we'll do it in Pepsi. He's the one that's responsible for all the shirts that you see around, student council, those slip wearing, start being good. Pepsi.
It's been a very rewarding career. I've seen a lot of kids, and now I've seen grandchildren. And so I'm just going to say thank you very much. And that is very much. Stephen Sarquino.
completion.